for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On first down, again they go with Armstead. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made by Levi Wallace.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. On third down, Winston. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or two shy. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, dude. Both sevens and Mike. Both sevens and Mike.
Rippon on first and 10. This one caught by Davis. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
That's another Titans first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get it.
Henry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Brings up second and 11 at the 41-yard line.
91. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. Hey, wahoo! Here we go.
On second and 11 now. Rippon. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You draw Corcus. Hey, Delta.
From the gun, Rippon. And that will be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. There we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd down, Armstead. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Working out of the gun, Winston. It's caught, Jones.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Ready. 52. Ready. Hey, check. 2 times. Hey, we got 3 down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. This is Armstead on the carry, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lambeau is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 20. Four-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Second and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
I got you. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Night, night, sweetheart. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
He'll drop to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, check Mike 47, check Mike 47.
2nd and 9 now. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you. Go, go. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check, 47.
2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Whip. Watch the whip.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Get in the weight room.
3rd and long for Winston. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
They'll look to throw here. Completes it to Davis. And he goes out right around the 39. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
We got this. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Ready? Black 25. 54. Here we go.
First down, Winston. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be out of bounds. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Raquel Armstead, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but hold on, he finished.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. In your face. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Throwing, Hundley. Lets it go for Nelson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Watch 2, watch 2. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Hundley. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Following the interception, Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
Let's go, D.
From the 39, Winston. This complete to Jones. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Bound to lose one. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
You.
Now Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
This is fielded at the 7. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to look deep for more. It got his man complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 57 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
The end result, 21 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Here's Darkwa. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Jaguars' 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Hundley. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Orleans Darkwa, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Winston. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On 3rd down, Winston. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And a give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 14-yard line.
Ready? Black 22. 55. That's the pass. Switch. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Winston from the gun on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Let's go, baby. First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
He'll look to throw. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
15 yards. And the Titans first down.
Hundley now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
They'll run with Darkwa.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
47. Check, 47. Rip left, rip left.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the run, Darkwa. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, Hundley to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. you got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Mike's 47.
Back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
All day, dog.
Throwing, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
And there was absolutely 0 pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a toss to Armstead. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Raquel Armstead. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Let's see what you got.
Second and 15. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Titans on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 31 on third down.
He's checking. Cracks. Mike's 47.
At the 49-yard line.
It's a party now.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Darkwan. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
47's the muscle.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. There he goes, right side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Ready? White 25. 55. Mike 55. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, where's that?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. Now they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Check the backer. Check the backer. Green, triple C. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
From the gun, Winston going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Hey, it's all right. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Get that quarterback at all costs. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hundley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Don't get nervous.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On 2nd and 10, Hundley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47.
They'll drop to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. It's been a long day for you.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Titans, gain of 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Just like that.
Throwing, Hundley. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Check, 47. Come on. You better bring it.
Now Hundley. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hunley completes it to Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Second and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Hakeem Butler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Jaguars 27, Titans 13.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Mike. Ready. Black 22. Mike. Let's go, let's go. Jim. Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season Each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Jacksonville, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.